Hi, it's Jennifer with Pinkladyoils, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about just some travel tips. So we went to Florida in December, and we were staying with about 10 other people. And so I always bring, quite a few oils along, but I have to tell you what I used when I was down there. Um, First things first is we wear masks in the airport. There's a lot of people, especially right now, that have um, RSV and they have some other big respiratory stuff. And because we have someone that's compromised, we just take extra precautions. So we wear a mask, and I always love to put breathe on the bottom of my mask, so that I'm breathing in something that is supportive to my nasal cavity and also just for my respiratory support. So I always put this on the bottom of my mask, and I also will put this right over kind of the bridge of my nose. And that way I can just smell it in. I love the smell of it, but it also really supports you. So I love to do breathe. I do this a lot when I'm on vacation. It's a really easy access when you have rollers, because then you can just roll them wherever you need them. So this is a good one to put on your chest at night just to sleep well. If you don't have a diffuser, I happen to bring my bubble diffuser with me, which was a big hit. I loved it. So we use that in our bathroom, and just to give us some support in that room. So anyways, that's breathe. So breathe is good for anything with support for breathing, respiratory support. If you have a cough, if you just have some issues with, it gives you support for any of the conditions that limit you with breathing. So this is one that I love to have with me. Secondly, when I got to the airport, On Guard hand spray, like that's kind of a no. I have a little container that hooks onto my purse, and that's with me all the time, along with the On Guard sanitizing gel that just came out. So it is the 1.6 fluid ounces, and they did that so that you can actually bring that onto the plane. And it is small enough to, kind of carry around with you. But this one, it goes with me all the places, and it smells like On Guard, and that is just such a nice scent. And then of course the spray on your hands, the spray on the airplane trays and all that kind of things. And then we do have the On Guard sanitizing, just separate little towelettes that are available to purchase. So that's a nice thing to have along. I always make up my immune support, which has lemon, melaleuca, oregano, frankincense, and On Guard in it. And then I roll these on the bottoms of my feet and my spine morning and night. And if I've been exposed to someone, then I do it more. But I do that every day that I'm on a trip. I actually do it daily. Excuse me, at home. Got tickled. The next thing I do, because you're not eating as normal as you do, is I always bring my PBSs with me, which is our kids probiotic, but it tastes basically like a strawberry Twixie stick. It's so good. And we take those, and that helps with our gut, but also is just really good to support yourself, when you're on vacation, and it's a very easy access, right? The next thing that I do, actually my niece hurt her foot because she got her foot underneath a chair that someone sat on. So I had my frankincense, which was really great. And that helped her not bruise up, and it really healed it really fast. So that wasn't so painful. And then she also got stung by a bee. So I had lavender with me. And so I got the lavender out and put that on. And she said that it really helped. We did that several times, each day, and pretty soon it was gone. So lavender is a really great one for anything for skin, all things antihistamine, hives, any kind of like rashes or itches. It's a really good one for calming, as we know, but it's also really good for the skin. So any burns, bruises, bites, cuts, scrapes, whatever, lavender is really great for that, as is frankincense. That one's a really good one. Then if anyone gets sick on the trip, I always bring peppermint because peppermint will cool the body down. So people that have fevers and high temperatures that they don't really like, and if you are having like those times during the day where you're getting very warm, peppermint is a really great one for that. Okay, so I always bring peppermint with me, along with deep blue. Deep blue is not only good for all the muscle support and tension that you get, but you also can use it for congestion, like coughs that are really hurting. It's really good for that. It's good for bruises, bumps, all those kinds of things. It's also good for growing pains. Great to put on your legs before and after you work out. It is in a pinch, it's really good for actually, someone that has a fever as well, because it has that peppermint in it, and you just put it down their spine, which would be really, really soothing. I use it for migraines. That helps cool down my forehead when I get that band, a headache across the forehead. So deep blue or deep blue stick is really great for that. I like to bring vetiver. Vetiver is really good for mind chatter, and I like to put that in the bottoms of my feet, especially my left toe, big toe, for just calming down at the end of the day. But usually on vacation, I'm so tired because we're doing all the things that I sleep really well. But I like to bring that along. Digestion is one that is for upset stomach aches and all that kind of stuff. So I brought that along as well. And I had some extra soft gels that I actually gave my nieces because they have some issues of eating, just bloating and those kinds of things. So digestion is really good. And I also like to bring wild orange because it's just a really great scent. It's really good for the bathrooms. You can wipe the counters down. Wherever you are, your all the door handles and all that kind of stuff, along with the On Guard. And then I can't forget to bring my On Guard, all my drops that I eat. So I love to suck on an On Guard when I'm in the airplane, and that really soothes my throat. On the way back from our trip, there was a kid that was hacking the whole way. And I thought for sure that we would all get sick. But I did actually feel like I was getting sick. And so then I took On Guard Pluses, and then I was sucking on these, and I am doing well. We also have ginger drops, which are really great for just soothing your upset stomach, or if you have any GI upset or anything like that. And then we have the breathe drops. So anything for soothing your throat, but also just your respiratory support. So those are the 3 drops we have, and I always bring that. You can see this bag, like how tattered it is. It's in my purse, and I bring that every time I go, whether it's traveling on an airplane or traveling in a car, like long distance, which we do a lot of. I'm sure I'm forgetting other things. I do like to bring all my supplements as well. So I have my little supplement case that I bring, and I put all my very important supplements in there. And I do the Lifelong Vitality in the packets, so they're really easy to pack in my suitcase or in my carry-on. I bring my probiotics. I bring my MetaPower. I bring my On Guard Pluses, which I almost am out of that. Actually, I have a couple of those left. My Serenity Soft Gels, my MetaPower. So I take those after all my meals, and then the MetaPower Assist 30 minutes before my meal. And then the Lifelong Vitality. I also have Mito 2 Max for energy support that I do. And that helps me stay organized. And when I have this in my purse, sometimes I even use that when I'm like just in my car because I forget things. So it's nice to keep this in your purse. You can get these, online. And doTERRA, I think, sells them, not doTERRA, like probably Oil Life or some of the other companies that supports doTERRA. But those are my travel hacks that I use. I always bring a small, like little container of my On Guard concentrate too, because sometimes you have like accidents or you have like stains, really bad stains. Oh, I also brought, which was a lifesaver, laundry pads, because I really didn't want to use Tide laundry pads. I mean, I try to stay away from all that stuff. And so I brought mine and it worked great. So we did. I only brought 3. I probably should have brought more, knowing that my sister-in-law with her 3 kids, that they have issues with just spills and all that kind of stuff. I should have brought more, but I always bring some of this as well to wipe things down. And if we have any kind of an accident or like a spill, that you can pre-treat it, and it just makes everything smell great. So those are kind of my tips for traveling. I mean, there's a lot more. I also brought my MetaPower essential oil to put in my water, and drank a lot of water, which is really important. And lemon is a good one. And that kind of goes to my last thing. I know this is super dirty and loved, but I use it a lot, and that's why. But it's a keychain of all my favorite oils in here. Okay, I'm going to turn it over, and you can see they're this size. Okay, there's small little drams, and I bring them with me for a pinch. And I have everything in here that I can imagine. So I have On Guard, I have Balance, I have Breathe, Adaptive, Lavender, Eucalyptus, Serenity, and Aroma Touch. I have all of these with me, and I always carry this, along. Sometimes I find someone that really needs it, and I give them this sample. Okay. But you can get these if you have a class. So you can have an online class or an in-person class. And if you are interested in something like this, just message me and I will get you hooked up with this after you have your class. So that's one of the perks of having an essential oil class and learning about oils and inviting people to your class. So anyways, those are my travel tips. Let me know what your favorite tip is in traveling. And comment below in what you would like to hear. If you'd like to learn some other topics, just let me know. And I hope you're having a great day. Happy traveling and be well.